Alright gang, so I've been working a little something, and let's actually just jump right into it. So if I switch to my main monitor, you're going to see that I'm working on my VS Code. Now what this is retrieval augmented generation. Not quite, but something along the lines. You'll see that I'm running Python agent.py. The query is, tell me who the top 5 most clutch players are in Georgia and why. Let's just set a time frame. Do this for the last 3 months. Okay, great. Model Qwen 314B. So if we actually go down here, we'll see that my graphics card is now 12 gigabytes out of 12 gigabytes in usage. That's because I have a 14 billion parameter model loaded onto my graphics card, and we're going to see it try to make an API request. So I have a Smash database that I built for Smash.watch. So if we actually go to right over here, Smash.watch, this website right over here, this website queries my database. So we're going to watch this load, and bam, all that just came in from my database and made an API call. And so what we're going to try to do is get this, there you go. So this model made an API call. It went to the pre-computed endpoint. It went for the state of Georgia for 3 months for the 5 players. And we did some filter state stuff. Don't worry about it. It's just to make sure the output is clean. Now the issue with this is that it takes a long time. Like, in fact, this timer might actually just straight up finish before we get our output. But it'll just like teleport. Our output will just show up. I'm trying to build a front end for this. You know, you can see me working on that right over here. I'm going to be using Chainlit. But yeah, basically this is an AI that's going to make an API call to my database and try to answer the question that we asked. So we asked the question, tell me who the top 5 most clutch players are in Georgia. Look at that, 30 seconds passed. My God. And why? And do this for the last 3 months. So it got its API call. My guess is that the model's thinking. This is a thinking model, and it sure likes to think. It thinks for quite some time. But yeah, so it's going to try to answer this question, and hopefully it'll give us a response that we can look at, understand why it came to that. There you go. Here's our response. So, top 5 most clutch players. This just looks like the best 5 players in general, to be honest. Omega, I don't know why Martha's showing up for the top player. It's weird. He's got the highest win rate against strongest opponents. Consistently beats higher seeds. So he has okay, so there's a reasoning. Highest activity, so he's active and he consistently beats higher seeds. And okay, cool. Jazzo, despite facing the toughest competition, he has a really high upset rate. Shout outs, Jazzo. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Fatality. So he has strong opponent strength, and he beats one siege. So he beats the next seed above him on average, but he's not as active. Cooking. I don't know who you are. You're probably someone who's important, but y'all change your name so often. I don't know. Like, this is supposed to be Mugen, but now it's Hyperkirby. So he apparently fights the weakest opponents, but I don't know, with weakest opponents, interesting. But he wins often. And Hyperkirby. So you win often with moderate opponent strength, and you beat your seed on average, and you're active in large events. So as for clutch, Omega and Jazzo stand out for consistently beating higher seeds in major events. Fatality and Cooking show high win rates, but limited recent activity. Hyperkirby balances performance and consistency. Come on, man. That's a little cool, man. That's a little cool. But yeah, working on a little fun project. Shout outs LangChain, shout outs AI, and shout outs to hopefully my future employer.